The money you make is a symbol of the value you create. Money is the worst discovery of human life, but it is the most trusted material to test human nature. Welcome to the program, Motivational Life Show. And today we are doing a very amazing conference. I don't know if I'm going to do something else maybe tomorrow, but for now, this is my last conference for 2021. And I called it Money Shift Conference. Oh, yes, you heard it. Money Shift Conference. I was just working busy and I got this idea about money shift. And I'm going to explain it as the program goes on. With me in the studio today is my friend all the way from South Africa, Milan, and he's here with us. Milan, you're welcome to the show.
Thanks, John Bull. Thanks for having me here today. Really excited. You know, they always say save the best for last. So let's make the big event today and change some mindset, how we see money and how we can really invest in 2022. Good to be here, brother.
Thank you so much. So before we continue, I would like my audience to get to know a little about you. So maybe you should tell us a little about you and some of your achievements and all of that. Yeah.
Thanks for that. I mean, most people know me as a founder of different big companies, 6, 7, 8-figure businesses. People say, Milan, you made it, sports car, big house, to travel. What not many people know about me is that 16 years ago, I was broke. I was a college dropout who could barely speak English, and born and raised in Serbia. It's in Europe. My dad was an electrician. And about 15 years ago, I left my country, Serbia. I went to America to work there. You know, I was broke and bankrupt, but all what I knew from my dad was, you want to make more money, go there and get a better paid job. So I applied everywhere, ended up working in America. That's where I met my wife, African lady, by the way. So we got married, got all serious, and we settled down in South Africa 2014 and started investing in property. Success didn't happen overnight. We made a lot of mistakes, lost a lot of money, but eventually we started learning how to go about it, how to invest in property and different ventures, got ourselves the proper mentor, multi-millionaire. He put us on the path. And guess what? Now I'm standing in front of you, founder of Riches and Beyond. It's an 8-figure business. We are leading education company in South Africa. I'm also a founder of Millionaire Speakers Program. I've been speaking for the last 15 years, locally, internationally. Couldn't speak English back in the days, about 15 years ago, but you learn and you just grow. And I'm also doing different podcasts, different events, Millionaire Speakers Podcast, Riches and Beyond Podcast, which is voted a top 25 in South African investing podcast. We have over 45,000 students. We help them raise over 500 million rand. That's about $30 million for their deals. And we have people who invest in property without using not even a single cent of their own money. So that's what we're going to talk about today, how you can start investing, how you can shift your mindset into, I need to have money to make money, to, I don't need to have money to make money. I need to have knowledge. I need to have the right knowledge. I need to have the right support, and I need to learn from the right people who are there where I want to be. So today, really, purpose of this conversation, call it that way, is to talk about different things. I can talk about from my experience, from nothing to something to 8 figures. I didn't have enough knowledge. I didn't have any money. I didn't know anyone, but I had to build all that. I had to build my network, learn the right way. And eventually I can afford the lifestyle of my dreams, driving my dream car, traveling to 40 different countries in the world, speaking internationally with people like you. And I'm really happy to be here today. Let's change some lives with this message that we're going to have today.
Okay. Thank you so much, Milan. That's so much of a bio, and I know that is just the beginning for you. There is so much that is also ahead of you. So experience with money.
That's a good question. I have different experience. I have experience of not having it and having a lot of it. So I know one thing. being rich is better than being poor, right? Because it's not even about money, it's about what this money can do for you, right? I mean, we all been broke, we all been at the very bottom in our life. Maybe you lost your job, maybe you just that salary was late at the end of the month, you didn't know what to do, and then you start thinking, how do I change this? How do I make more money? How do I pay my kids' school fees? How do I afford a lifestyle? How do I go and travel where I want to go? So you have to start thinking, how do I do that? Where do I make more money? Right. And the challenge with a lot of people is they have these limiting beliefs that, the wealth is only for chosen few, that the wealth is never going to happen to me, that I need to have money. I need to go to school to become successful and wealthy. But I'm here to prove you that all that is just nonsense. It's all about what do you want and do you know how you're going to get it? You want to have $1 million, right? I mean, do you know how you're going to get it? Are you going to go to school to work for someone else, helping them reaching their goals and dreams instead of focus on your own? It's about what do you really want? Do you know what you really want? And then when you have that goal, let's say it's $1 million, right? How do I reach that? What do I have to do? Which business is going to take me there? I mean, I'm a business owner, but I've also been employee for many, many years. And I realized that being employee and you saving money is not going to take you where you want to be. You have to think outside of that box. Let me start this business. Let's see, what am I good at? Do I need to polish some skills? How can I monetize on that? Right. So it's all about, if I want to make that $1 million, I don't want to work for 40 years of my life for someone else. I want to build my own business and grow it and change my lives in the past. So today we're going to talk about that. You don't need to have your own money. You don't need to have a degree, but you need to have a clarity, clear path, someone to take you there, building your network and learning from someone who's there where you want to be so that you can equally become successful, right?
Wow.
Amen, Dom. Good to have you. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Wow, so much value out there. And then there's something you've mentioned, Milan. You've said that limiting beliefs is one of the things that makes people not to make the money or get the money or to achieve the things that they set out to achieve because of limiting beliefs. And
Mm.
right here in Africa, there's so much limiting beliefs. Sorry, I put it that way, that right here in Africa, because for those of you, the white community in South Africa, you always feel that South Africa is different from Africa. I've been in South
Mm.
Africa, so I know a little bit about the mindset. So allow me to put it that way. So right here in Africa, I believe that one of the things that has limited people is beliefs, limiting beliefs, a lot of limiting beliefs. So I want you to throw a little more light on that. What are some of the beliefs that you feel that they are negative?
That's a good. I
They
mean, we
are
can always.
contrary to
Right. That's a
yeah.
great question. I mean, look, we always starting from ourselves. We have our parents, if we had them, or someone to learn from. What we learn in school, let's say you have to work hard. You have to get a job to get that. You have to go to school to get a job. That's how you start building wealth, right? And we start learning that from other people who are older, that we aspire, let's say our teachers, our parents, right? And then we follow that path, and that becomes our belief, what we learn from other people. Could be our friends or family, could be our parents, could be our teachers, could be our pastors, right? So what we're learning, that becomes embedded into our deeply, right? Now the real question is that the right way, right? If my dad said to me, the only people that have money are either politicians or criminals, you know, and there's no way that you can have so much money and drive those fancy cars unless you're a politician and criminal. Then you start believing, oh, you know what? I don't want to do that. Maybe I should just go there and work for someone, right? And then you meet some people who are running legitimate businesses. Hey, these people are not politicians, they're not criminals, but they have a bit more knowledge. Okay, so there is a way. So I had to overcome that belief that I was raised with, which was, work hard, go to school, work hard, right? And then eventually you realize that you should actually work smart instead of hard, that you can build your wealth when you learn from someone else. A lot of different limiting beliefs. I mean, look, let's start it from myself. When I was broke 16 years ago, broke, college dropout, couldn't speak English, and the only future I had was stay back home, living with my dad for the rest of my life, and working for government for the low pay job because I didn't have a degree. What do I qualify for? And then my belief was, how's this going to happen to me? I don't have a degree. I cannot even speak English. I'm stuck in this country here forever, right? Until you realize that, hey, but what if I learn the language? What if I get some skills? What if I go out there where there's more opportunities, right? And then you start overcoming those beliefs, right? Which could be, I'm not worthy. This is not meant for me. I can't speak English. How in the world am I going to go to the world and become successful if I cannot speak English, right? Until you realize that whatever you do in life, you have 50-50 chance of success or failure. Most people don't even want to try, right? I'm here, I want to invest. I'm kind of scared. I'm better off here working where I am comfortable. Great, but you're not moving anywhere, right? That 50 chance gives you an opportunity to grow, to develop yourself, to learn new skills, to learn about internet, making money online, right? If you're talking about money, right? Limiting beliefs is all about success, but also could be about life, could be about relationships. Like we can say a person with a fancy car, I said, oh, this guy got to be doing something illegal, right? But you don't know who is that person. You don't know, maybe they put a lot of hard work so they can afford that car, right? You can see someone living in a big house. Oh, how do they get there? It's not possible. It's not possible from where you are working for someone, right? But when you open up yourself to different opportunities, and I always like to say, this is very important now, build your network and your net worth will grow. If 9 of your friends are broke, you're going to end up being the 10th broke person. It's inevitable. People around you, they either lift you up or they drag you down. But if 9 of your friends are multi-millionaires, successful property investors, traders, investors in general, eventually you become one. People around you, they either lift you up or they drag you down. Always find people who are more successful than you because they are the ones to stretch your mind. And your mind, once stretched, can never go back where it was before. So for me, real secret in life is always be open to learning. Always be open to new information, right? If what we learn from our parents, our coaches, our teachers brought us to this point where we're not happy, where we broke, where we stuck, well, if you want to become successful, you better be open to new information and to new knowledge. Or you can just say, Milan, you don't know anything. I've been doing this for many, many years, right? Look, that might be true. If you're happy right now, keep doing it. But if you want to reach the next level of success, to reach 8-figure business like we did, to reach 10-figure business, to become a billionaire, you need to have a different mindset and being open to new information and learning from people who are there where you want to be. Limiting beliefs are there to prepare you, but also to create a path for you. How do you overcome them? Do you need to overcome them, right? You might say, hey, look, I don't want to go to the gym. Why should I go to the gym? Like I love comfortable life. I love eating food. I love cheesecake. And then you get bigger and then all of a sudden diseases start coming in. Like, that's your belief. Your belief is like, I don't have to work out because I've been just fine for many, many years. I learned something different, that if someone else doing something better, healthier, on the whole new level where you want to be, well, you need to look at yourself first. What kind of person you need to become in order to become that new level, new version of yourself? Person with the beliefs that you have right now, it's never going to be the same. Like you want to become a billionaire and right now you're poor, you have to change yourself. Literally. Starting from limiting beliefs. What do I need to learn? That person, me, 10 years from now, a billionaire, what kind of person that is? Is it more confident? Does it have more people in their team? What kind of skills that person need to have? So slowly we overcoming them, but it's a process, right? I mean, you mentioned it's a process. How do I start believing in myself if everybody was saying, Milan, you're a failure. All your life, you're never going to be anything. Like my dad said to me a while ago, when I was a kid, you don't go to school, you don't have a degree, you're going to end up on the street, Milan. And how do you handle with that when your parent is not believing in you? Right?
Mm.
And then you start believing yourself. The only
That
person
sounds
you
really
need
good.
to have in your life to believe in yourself is you. Everybody else is a bonus, right?
Wow, 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 wow.
Mm.
Thank you so much, Milan. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
I had to move. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
had to move from inside
Very
the
busy
house.
man, you know. Have you,
The network was,
huh?
the network wasn't very
That's
good,
fine.
so I had to move out of the house to come outside so that the network can be clearer. Now, I listened to everything that you've said, and for you are giving us value today. And I tell you, Milan, many people will benefit from this. We have youths from all over the world, all over Africa, especially Africa, that will watch these programs. Some are watching
Mm,
right now, some will watch it later, from Zambia, from Nigeria, from Ghana, from Kenya, from different parts of Africa. So you are really saying something that will really minister to them, that will help them to move to the next level. Thank you so much, Milan.
mm.
And I really
My
appreciate you coming and you're agreeing to do this. Now, let me explain something to you, Milan, and to all our viewers. I was doing some teaching on wealth, and I got to know, I did a research, and I found that they say that the poorest continent in the world is Africa. Are you with me? The poorest
mm,
continent in the world is Africa. Africa is the poorest continent of all the continents. So they are saying that there is less money in Africa, less millionaires in Africa. And then my spirit ministered to me. The Holy Spirit of God ministered to my heart and told me that there's going to be a money shift. And as I'm saying this into the media, I'm saying it all over the world. I'm saying it like a prophecy. I'm sorry, Milan, I don't usually do this in my motivational program, but
mm,
allow me to just say this. I'm saying it all over the world that money is going to shift. There's going to be a shift to Africa. Right now, as it is in 2021, they're saying that Africa is the poorest continent in the world. But I am declaring from Africa today that Africa is going to become among the richest continents in the world. And that's a
mm,
prophecy. And that's what I'm saying. And that's why I came up with this conference, Money Shift. Money is shifting to Africa. It's a prophecy. Now, the normal thing that people will say is, Amen. But Milan, I brought you here because I don't just need Amen right now. What I need is to tell my people in Africa, the people that are watching this program, the people that are in the villages, how are they going to get that money? And that's why this program is important. So that's why I need to say to you, my viewers, if you don't change your limiting mindset, your limiting beliefs, if you don't take away those fears and doubt and procrastination and all those things that are making you not to get the money, then how are you going to partake in this? Right now, Milan, let me tell you something. Let me tell you
mm,
something. Right now, there is a wave right now happening in Africa. It's happening in Nigeria. It's happening around Africa. A lot of young people are getting money. Are you get what I'm saying? They are getting money. They are getting money. But do you know what happens when they get this money? They don't invest it. They don't have a mindset of investment. They don't have a
mm,
mindset of even saving. You know, saving is a low is even on the low grade, but they don't even have the mindset of saving. And do you know what they do with the money? They squander all the money. They spend the money. Do you know?
mm,
They can spend the money. They will go to a hotel, stay in the hotel, eat big food, and before you know it, all the money is gone. Now, how do you move to the next level if you continue to live your life like that? So I'm using this conference to challenge the youths all over Africa. As you watch this video, as you watch the replay, I'm challenging you that it's time for you to change your money practice. What do you do with money? So, Milan, the next question I'm going to ask you is I want you to talk about money practice. What are some of the
Mhm.
money practices that people can engage in? Okay, for example, you get 1 million naira. Sorry, let's say $1 million, for example, or 1 million naira, or 1 million rand, or 1 million shillings. What do you do with it? How do you do that money? Because there's a way you can do that money, and 1 week later, you don't have any money anymore. 3 months
Mhm.
later, you don't have any money anymore. 1 year later, you don't have any money. But there's also a way you can do with that money, and that money can give birth to more money and more money and more money. So, what are some of the money practices that our youths in Africa, youths around the world who are struggling, what can they practice with money that will help them to increase their money?
Hmm. No, that's a great question, and you touched upon something very interesting. You know, if you have a million in front of you, first thing you think about, all I know is the banks, and if I put the money in the bank to get that like 5, 6, 7%, that's nothing. Maybe let me just go there and spend it. I always wanted to have that Lamborghini or whatever that car is. So people go crazy because at the end they don't have the right knowledge what to do with this money. And if you don't have the right knowledge and all you know is buy and spend,
Mm,
then that's what you do. It's based on what you know. That's how your life becomes, right? But if you know different ways of making money, let's say that 1 million, what if you buy a property and that property is generating profit from day one? You bought it, rent it out, and that profit that you're gonna make is
You
enough to
bought,
help you buy
sorry to
that
cut you,
car.
Milan. Sorry to stop you right there. You buy the property. When he says property, he's talking about a house, a building. Okay, you
Right,
buy the property, and then put it on rent, and it begins to generate money for you. Most
right.
people over here, what they think is once they have money, they want to buy a land and build a house, and they stay in it, and they will build a big house. They build a big house, and there is no money in the house. And they are
Mm,
just living there. And they waste that land they have built, that house they have built. They just waste it. So, but Milan is saying here that you can buy a land, build a house, and rent it out. And from there, you are making money. It's a good source of income. It's a good source of investment. That's a
mm,
very good point that our youths can work on, that our people can work. You can even be working in an office, and then you are trying to make sure that you build a house somewhere and rent it out. The point is, build a house that you can rent out, or buy a property that you can rent out, and then you make extra income from there. I think that's a very powerful point, and thank you, Milan, for sharing that. Please go ahead.
my pleasure. I mean, property was always a good way. I've been investing in property for 15 years now. And that income can only grow. You let's say you make 10, 15,000 rand a month, and next year the rental is increasing. Is that enough to cover your expenses? It might be, right? But it might be not. Some people want to make more money, right? That 1 million that you might have, you can use it as a 10% deposit for 100 million. Normally banks, if you want to become a developer, I'm also a developer developing different estates here and there. So they normally ask you for 10% deposit. The rest, there's different companies like Turf here in South Africa. They're willing to fund these big developments. So you have 1 million, they'll give you 90% in funding. Now you can have a big estate basically, and that estate can cover your payment for your car, for your house, right? But it's all about you learning. Okay, how do you make money? How do you make, if you don't know how, you need to learn. You need to learn, because the option to work for someone else is good at the beginning only. I mean, I started working at some point and I saved some money, and okay, I used that money to invest. Then I lost it because I didn't know. Then I worked more. So I worked for years overseas, saved some money, and came here. Then we lost all the money here. We invested wrong investments here and there. And then we started from scratch. Okay, what are we good at? How can we change this life? How can we change this world? We build a different network of people who are in property investment, for instance. Then I learned about trading Forex. That's also another way. You don't need to have a lot of money for it, but at least you're starting. That $100 that you might put, that might give you 1% a month return. 1%. Somebody might say, hey, that's nothing. We're seeing different stock quotes giving you 20, 30, 50% a month, right? It's everywhere, right? Yeah, but it's not sustainable. But that 1% a month After 12 months, that's 12% already, right? What if you have 2%, but like some of us do, 2, 3, 4, 5% a month? That already might give you 30, 40 or percent more per year, right? But a lot of people know only about the banks, traditional way, working for someone to make money, and then you don't have habits. You get that money, you spend it. You go travel, you buy groceries, you travel, buy something, buy a car on a credit, buy a house on a credit, and then you're in that, we call this a rat race, like Robert Kiyosaki would say, rat race, right? Literally 1 month salary is out. You're not able to pay for your car, for your house, you lose everything. In South Africa, 3 months. 3 months, you lose your job. 3 months later, you're not able to pay, you lose everything. So is that what you want? To live 40 years of your life till you retire, hoping that you're going to keep your job? I mean, when pandemic happened last year in South Africa, 3.3 million South Africans lost their jobs. They lost their houses, they lost their cars and everything, and they don't have any other option because they never thought about it, right? But let's look into the future, right? You want to become successful and wealthy, you need to start investing. There's no other way. But what if I lose money, Milan? So what? Don't invest the money that you cannot afford to lose. Every month, take about 5, 10% of whatever you have. You make some salary, whatever. Take 5%. Invest anywhere. Could be crypto, could be trading, anything, different options here and there, right? 5%. That 5% might make a big difference in your life after 1 year. You might lose it, but it's only 5%. You didn't put all your money that you have. So this is the mindset of an investor.
Hey.
You're always looking for opportunities. You want to diversify, have multiple income streams, multiple properties. Do you have to partner up? You partner up with someone else, right? How do I become a developer? How do I invest in property without using any of my own money? Let me give you an idea for everybody who's listening right now. If you don't have any money right now, if you broke, and if you feel that there's no hope for you, well, guess what there is? How about you find a property, real estate in your area where you're from, below market value, distressed property down the road. If you hear about someone who's immigrating, relocating, right? Those are motivated sellers. How about you present those deals to people who are in property business? But Milan, I don't know anyone who's in property business. Then start building your network. Look, in my network, there's a lot of people always looking for deals. Milan, do you have flips? Do you have distressed properties? Milan, do you have any buildings below market value, right? If you don't have a network, you have to build it. 2014, I came here to South Africa, didn't know anyone. Just my wife, her family from Harankua Township, and we were not property investors, but we started building the network. Again, like I mentioned earlier, if you're surrounded with property investors who are successful, multimillionaires, eventually you'll become one. You're learning from them. If you're surrounded with traders, you become one, right? Like my friend liked to say, stay long enough by the barbershop, eventually you're going to get a haircut, right? Because you are learning from people around you. If all your friends are broke, well, you're not growing. You're going to end up being broke. You fall under influence of your friends. They might be great people, don't get me wrong, but if they don't know how to build wealth, how are you going to learn? Stay with broke people, right? These are good friends and family. They're great people, keep them. But if you want to become successful and wealthy, you need to learn from people who are more successful than you. There's no other way. And there's a lot of, you can do this remotely now. There's a lot of channels on the Instagram, Facebook, Grant Cardone, all these big guys that you can learn from. You can just follow them and watch them, how they do it, where do they invest, and your mind will start expanding. But for me, the secret was really being exposed to different courses, being exposed to different mentors, and being willing to pay for that knowledge. Like if somebody's a multimillionaire, hey, let me just learn from them. It comes with a price. Okay, how much? Because I know if you're a multimillionaire, I'm going to learn something from you, right? If you're trying to do this alone, let's go to YouTube. We're going to learn. It becomes a very difficult journey. You're not an expert as yet, and you're going to make a lot of costly mistakes, right? But the hope, there is hope. Anybody can do this. I'm the living proof of that. And we teach our students how to invest in property without using any of their own money, how to find deals, how to source them, how to build a network of property investors, how to become a speaker. I mean, I'm a founder of Millionaire Speakers Program. How do you charge big bucks for speaking and build your business around it? So people don't know that. But once you learn, you see, hey, there's a lot of opportunities, right? And the only Difference between someone who is more successful than you is this: they know something more than you. Simple as that. Simple as that. And they applying that knowledge. They learn something and apply it. You might know about it, but if you never do anything with it, nothing will happen, right?
Mm.
That's the thing. You might have a degree, the smartest guy in the country. If you never do anything with that degree, with that knowledge, you're still stuck where you are. It's about applying it, doing something, taking action so that something will come your way, right? Simple way, just going to church, listening to you, you got something, but if you stayed home miserable, you're still miserable. So you have to take those steps. I need empowerment. I need someone to inspire me. You go to church and you get that there. Like same thing. You want to learn something, you want more money, you need to take that step where you learn, when you expand yourself, your mindset, and constantly growing and learning. Right. I hope this gives you a bit of a insight there. Simple, right?
Wow, wow, wow. Milan, that is powerful.
Mhm.
Wow. Thank you so much for sharing that. Now, there's something that you said that is very powerful. You said that as you begin to do these things, your mind will begin to expand. And I want to say that if there's going to be money shift to Africa, then our youth need to expand their mind. And you can hear Milan. I love a lot of the things that he said. He even talked about crypto. He talked about crypto, that you can even invest some money in crypto. And there are many things he really mentioned that you can begin to practice. So, and there's something he said that I love so much. He said that if you don't act on it, no matter what you know, if you don't act on it, nothing happens. So you need to act on what you are learning. You've heard about crypto, act on it. You've heard about gift card, all those stuff that you can do one way or the other. You act on those things. So whatever you've heard about property, about investing in property, you can act on it. And he explained something that really gave me a lot of insight. You can look for properties around where you are staying, in your community, in your village, properties that are low in value, that people are not
Mhm.
using like that again. And you can go and meet the owners of the place and tell them, okay, okay, maybe if you have abandoned this place, then let me get people that will use it. Let me renovate it. They will allow you to
Mhm.
renovate it, or maybe allow you to pay a little money to them, the owner. Then you renovate the place, and then you get tenants, put it there, and you work an agreement with the landlord. And before you know it, you can be getting income from there. You can be
Well, I think we lost John, uh, the prince, but let's wait when he comes back, probably the network. But yeah, I mean, if I can just add on while we're waiting, it's all about the mindset first, right? Understanding where are you right now, where do you need to go, and what kind of steps you need to take in order to reach that next level. So let's say you want to make $1 million, right? So now let's go back. How do I reach that? How do I do that in the next few years? How, if I'm in the coaching business, for instance, like we have different programs, right? How many clients I need to have, how many students I need to have to go through that program, right? So it's a clear path in front of you, right? So when I have that clear path, then I can stick to that path. Same thing. Let's say you want to go to the gym. Let's say your New Year's resolution is to lose 10 kilos, right? And now if I want to lose 10 kilos in the next 6 months, right? Which is very realistic. I lost 12 kilos in 6 months, anyways. But 12 kilos, let's say you lose in 6 months, you need to understand you have to go 3 times a week, at least, to the gym. Now it could be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So then you have steps. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I have to go to the gym, right? It's non negotiable in order to reach that goal, right? So you have to block those days, that hour of Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, whatever that is. It could be morning, during the day, or the evening. But it's a clear schedule, clear path for you in order to reach that goal. So if you stick to that path for 6 months, you will see an improvement. Now, workout is just not enough, comes with dieting, and there's different things as well. I'm just talking about workout. Same thing with money making, with building wealth, right? If you want to reach that next level, we always have different projections for all our companies. We have several of them, 6, 7, 8 figure businesses. and we do projections. Okay, 10 years from now, where do we see ourselves? And that company 10 years from now, let's say in 35 countries around the world, what needs to have? How many people need to have in our team? How many students we need to have in our team in order to reach that? Right. So if I'm saying in 10 years from now, I want to be in 35 countries in the world, our program should be there, presence. Okay, so what do we need to do to take ourselves to that level? Right? How much money we need to have in the budget for marketing, right? How big of our network needs to be? Right now we have 220,000 people in our network. Our Facebook page reaches and beyond 50 something thousand people there. Our other company, 45,000 people, Millionaire Speakers Program. So feel free to like the page on the Facebook. It's massive growth, right? But is that enough to take us to 35 countries in the world? Most likely not. So it's all about extending it. Right now we're in South Africa. We covered inside South Africa. So now we're slowly expanding to Namibia, Kenya, Botswana, and all these countries in Africa. And later we're going to go around the world. It's the same principles you can apply anywhere. So really is about where you want to be, what steps do you need to have, and most importantly, who do you need to have to take you there? You might say, okay, let's learn about it. It's like I meet a lot of youngsters. Milan, I want to be a millionaire. Just watch me, which is great enthusiasm. But if you've never been one, what makes you think that you will become one? You need to learn from someone who is or who was a millionaire, right? You're starting working for someone. I want to become a millionaire. I've never been one. Never going to happen unless you open to it, unless you have someone to guide you. So that's why everyone, and this is very simple to understand. Every single person who is successful one way or another, they didn't just go to school and become successful. They got a degree, but now they don't have an experience. First, they started working and they build a network of people that they learn from, potentially partner up or do it together. There's no self-made millionaires, put it that way. You need to have a team of people around you and someone to take you to the next level. Like you want to build a business, you don't know anything about business, let me find a business specialist, right? Okay, I want to go online. Pandemic happened. We have to go online. Oh, we don't know anything about online. Let me find someone who knows, right? How do I do online events? Like a lot of people didn't know that before pandemic, but pandemic happened. And then, okay, you need to have someone to assist you. And then all of a sudden, I'm a self-made millionaire. No, you're not alone. You haven't done it alone. You might be a brain behind it, but you have not done this alone. So you need to have a team of people around you. Could be one, could be few. I mean, we have 30 people in our team in different, starting from mentorship, IT, people who are consultants, mentors here and there. So those people create a whole. But you might be that decision maker. You might be that visionary. I want to see my company grow, go to 35 countries in the world. Now, who else do I need to have? Who's going to take me to Namibia? Who's going to take me to Nigeria? Who's going to take me to America? Strategic partners. Because if I don't know anything about that market, I need to have someone who knows to advise me. You know, I might go there and say, hey, look at me, I'm Milan from South Africa. And people are like, you know, we don't like you. We don't like bald guys with the goatee here. So you know, I didn't do my research. So you do need to have a team of people to help you take you to that next level. It's simple as that. So I'm not sure if John's going to be joining us, but I can just share a few more golden nuggets while we're here. A few more minutes. I'm not sure is there anybody live, but hey, whoever is here, I hope you guys are enjoying. If you have any questions, feel free to write them in the chat. But for me, really, it was this journey of growth, this journey of never giving up. I was broke. I was bankrupt several times in my life. I've been at the very bottom. And I learned that when you're at the very bottom, there's no further down. The only way is up. No matter how hard life can be, no matter how difficult you might experience the situations in your life, you lost your job, you lost your loved ones, you broke, bankrupt. I'm talking about personal and also financial crisis that all of us experience one way or another. The real question at that point of time is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to stay where you are, stuck at the bottom, crying, hoping, praying, right? Or are you going to do something about it? I can tell you 100% here, 110, that if you don't do anything about it, nothing will be different. You're still going to be crying. You're still going to be broken bankrupt if you don't do anything about it. But the real question is, what do I have to do differently? Okay, I want to make more money. How do I make more money? Right? How do I buy myself that car? How do I build that house? How do I have a lifestyle of my dreams? Right? So there's a lot of different ventures, comes again with the knowledge. The more you learn, the more you earn. It's as simple as that. The more you learn about property, the more you will know. Did you know that there's 15 strategies in property, real estate business? Not many people know that. Did you know there's 10 ways of funding your property deals apart from the banks? Not many people know that. I didn't know that, but I also had to learn. And once you learn, I learned 10 ways of funding deals. Okay, I have options. Bank said no to my application. Great, I have other options. I can source the deals, right? I can find a distressed property, present that to my investors. We can split the profit. They can pay me a sourcing fee. I can partner up with someone. For you folks who have properties, if you have any properties now, you're sleeping on top of the money. There's something called equity, refinancing your properties, getting a second bond. We call this like that in South Africa here. If you bought a property a long time ago, the value is much higher today. Well, you can take the portion of that and use that money to invest in more properties, to invest in different ventures, right? The more you learn, the more you earn, but being open to it, being open to learning. And when you're open to learning, information will come to you. Reading books and all that is great, but books are not enough. Information is not enough. It's about applying it. Okay, Milan, I want to invest in more property. How do I do that? I don't have money. I have a bad credit score. Start with sourcing. Find a deal, that motivated seller who want to sell the property, that person who is immigrating and relocating, want to sell the property, right? That's a potential deal. Someone is looking for that, right? Build your network and your network will grow. Okay, now you started investing in property. It's a bit of a long-term strategy, but hey, you can find a deal, source it. 3 months from now, you see money in your pocket. And you can charge anywhere between 5 to 10% of the value of the property that you find. Did you know that? Right? Not many people know, unless you're in the business. Let's talk about trading, right? You can invest as minimum as $100 per instant. I don't know how much is that in your currency, but hey, you can trade. You can trade and you can have safe strategies. When you only risk 1% of that, you're risking $1 of it for every trade, right? And if you in 1 month you can make 1, 2, 3%, which is very realistic if you have the right strategies with a low risk of 1%, then you're good. 3% a month, that's 36% a year. You show me a bank that's going to give you that. And you have a full control of your money. You can withdraw anytime, right? Crypto is a whole different story. There's a lot of opportunities out there. A lot of people are skeptical, but I always say, you know, if you don't take action, if you don't do anything with it, the train is gone. And then you're going to beat yourself. Like, you know, you guys know this, right? If you invested in crypto, Bitcoin 2010, right now would have been a multi-millionaire. True. Why didn't you invest it? You were skeptical, right? You didn't know what's going to happen. Who cares? You're doing something. You see an opportunity, you're doing something. Do not invest in money you cannot afford to lose. A lot of people put a lot of money there. They get greedy. They lost it. Oh, don't go there. It's a scam. It's not a scam. It's you. You put too much money in it, right? If you put 5% of your money every single month, that's only 5%. You lose that 5%, that's nothing. You shouldn't be even worried about it. But people worry, they get greedy. They get a life savings, they get loans, put on a credit card, they lose that money. Oh, they get upset because you put too much money to expose. That's not an investor mindset, but how would you know if you never learn? So learn about it. There's a lot of free courses online. Simple Google them. A lot of websites, you can download them for free. You should have an internet. I hope you guys all have it. I mean, you're here, otherwise you won't be able to grow. You should have your internet. Internet is more than enough to help you make profit, right? How do I make money online? How do I make money in property? Just Google it. How do I make money trading? What are the strategies of trading crypto? Should I buy and hold? Hold, that's how they say right now. Are there any other options? So there's a lot of ways. I mean, I have several businesses right now, very successful businesses. They started from nothing, but I saw an opportunity, and in every single business that I had to find someone to assist me with it, right? That's what it is. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm not sure what happened with John Bull, but again, I hope we're going to repeat this session when he's back with a better connection. But in the meantime, Milan got to run, have kids to take care of, several businesses, and it's a bit of a holiday coming up. Just wanted to inspire you a little bit today and show you that, look, does not matter where you're coming from. Nigeria, Kenya, South Africa. Does not matter the color of your skin. Look, I'm Serbian, and I settled down in South Africa, married an African lady. Does not really matter. At the end of the day, what really matters is this. What do you want? And do you know how you're going to get it? Right? If you don't know how, never going to happen. When you know how, when you have a clear path in front of you, when you have the network of right people to help you, and when you have people who are more successful to learn from, well, then your future is brighter than most of the people. Because most people, what they know, they stick to it. And they don't want to do anything about it because of fear, because it's comfortable. It's safe to working for someone else. It's safe. I don't want my money to lose it somewhere. I don't want to fail. It's safer here working for someone else. And then they don't grow. And years goes by, they're still complaining. They want to do something, but they just don't have enough courage. Find that courage within you. People who are successful, they have courage and they're smart. You invest smart. Invest small amount of money, but at least you're doing something. Different ventures. Could be stocks and shares, right? At least you're doing something, right? And when you're doing something, you have something to look forward to. If you're doing nothing, yes, you might be safe. You're not losing anything, but you're not growing either. You're still in the same place where you were years ago. So you choose your destiny. Stay stuck for the rest of your life, 40 years of your life, working for someone else, helping them reaching their goals and dreams, instead of finally take the bit of a leap of faith, learn from the right people, get that courage to change your life for better. And I can promise you one thing. If you're willing, if you take that courage, if you take that leap of faith to change your life for better, something great will happen. If you don't, nothing will happen. It's as simple as that. How'd you risk real estate? Yes. Real estate, I've been in property for the last 15 years, lost a lot of money first, but I learned how to go about it, right? I invest in different ventures. I'm also a developer, have different estates. We're building our hotel here in Fort Worth, Johannesburg, if you guys know, but same principles applied here. Is you can apply anywhere around the world. That's what this really is about, right? It's you learning. And when you learn, you grow. And now the more you learn, the more you earn. Applying that knowledge will take you to the next level. Hope you guys really enjoyed. I'm not really sure what happened to John Bull, but hey, the Prince. Hope you're going to repeat this again when he's around. But in the meantime, wish you all the best. Stay safe and healthy. Merry Christmas and happy 2022. Let's start 2022 with a bang. Hope you have your New Year's resolutions. And I can only ask you one thing. New Year's resolutions, they're great, but there's a reason why they don't work. Because people have big goals. I want to lose weight. I want to make this much money, and the reason why this is not working, they don't have a clear path how to go about it. So create a path, steps that you need to take. Daily steps, weekly steps, monthly steps. Sort them all out. Smaller the steps, better for you. Right? If this day I have to do this, that's going to take me one step closer to your goal, right? Losing weight, right? If going 3 times a week, I have to go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, right? To lose that weight. That's how stick to it, right? Small step will take you to your goal, right? I want to become a successful trader. Okay, here's the course. It's 15 hours course, whatever that is. You know what? Well, take those 15 hours. Could be 1 hour a day, but in 50 days, the course is done. And you all said, right? Same things about real estate, right? You want to learn 10 ways of funding, 15 strategies will take you time. Join the network of estate agents. Find them on Facebook, Google them, right? And in this way, you will see, I can promise you one thing. This has been proven. When you open to it, when you learn, when you stick to it with commitment, dedication, and perseverance, and a little bit of a patience, you need to have patience, success will happen your way. And I wish you all the best, folks. Lots of love, happiness. abundance, wealth in 2022. Funny numbers, 2022. And my birthday is on the 2202, so go figure. Oh, hallelujah. That prince is back. Welcome back, brother. I took over a little bit. I was about to switch off, but I took over a bit of a mindset. And but yeah, I think we can wrap it up a bit. If you have any maybe final question that we can touch up on, so that we can move on. But I think we're good from my side, unless you have any questions, the prince.
Okay. Thank you so much, Milan. I was cut off by the network, so we are struggling to come back in. Thank you so much, Milan, for
Mm.
continuing. I'm so grateful and I really appreciate you so much. And I pray
Mm.
that God is going to bless you. Friends, we have learned so much today. I don't usually stay so long like this, but Milan is a good speaker and has an experience of what he's talking about. So that's why, I'm really grateful that he has had this time to talk to us today about money. I see money coming over into Africa, coming over to our youth. As we enter into the new year, there's going to be a change financially. There's going to be a money shift. You that have been lacking before, you will not lack again. And Milan has an amazing testimony. Look at the way he said he was hungry for years. There was a time he didn't have any money, but today he's running a big company. He has money and he's blessed. That is also going to be your testimony. You are going to have money shift. Money will shift towards you. As we enter the new year, money will shift towards you, will shift towards your finance. And everywhere you turn, every step you take, there's going to be financial favor, financial open doors, financial connection, financial breakthroughs is going to happen for you. Please take note of the point that he has given. You can watch this video again and again and again. Send it to your friends, let them watch it, and let them learn from this great advice that this man has taught us, these things that he has taught us today. Please learn from it and use it for yourself.
Mm.
And I know that as you enter the new year, you wait for you. God will bless you. But as you are believing God to do it, you play your own role. You do your own part. Remove the limiting beliefs, the negative mentality, the negative mindset. Remove those mindsets and begin to practice those positive things that will help you to make more money. First words for the show, and then we wrap up for today.
No, my pleasure. Really happy to be here. If anybody wants to get in touch or see Ajiris share the details, feel free to come to our website, richesandbeyond.com. It's all about real estate and education. We have free webinars as well. Also, if you're interested in speaking and growing your business to 6 and 7 figures with your speaking and your story, millionairespeakers.com. That's also my other company. But in the meantime, all the best. Thanks for this opportunity. The Prince. I love this. 28 books, brother. You got to send me some of these books. It's a great
Oh,
accomplishment.
actually,
Maybe you don't see it,
29.
but it is
I released my
brilliant.
29th last month. I released my
Uh-huh.
29th book last month.
Hey, congratulations. That's a great
Thank you.
accomplishment. And so happy to share
Thank
that. So, I
you.
mean, I appreciate
Thank
you,
you.
brother, and thanks for inviting me. And look forward to another speech. We can have another team talk about anything. And all the best in 2022. Let's make it the best year ever. Let's start the next year with the bang, and let's see how far we can all grow together.
Amen. Thank you so much,
Mm.
Milan. Thank you
My
so
pleasure.
much. God bless you. God bless
God bless.
Africa. God bless everyone all over the world who have watched this show. Please share it with your friends and let's make this message to go round. Thank you very much. God bless you.
God
Bye.
bless.